We're talking about working from home, and that's what we've sort of got you doing a bit here today. I'll just set this up, John, with some of the calls that we're getting in. And Vicky says, no, do we want Vicky? What do we say? Since working from home, I think, which one was here? Right. Oh, yeah, Rob, this is a very good point. Working from home, since it became the in thing, it's been impossible to get through to companies, especially public sector ones, on the phone. After going through all the usual recorded advice, it can take half an hour or more for someone to answer. It's as if you've just got them out of bed. You see, even if that's not true, John, and a lot of people will be defending themselves vigorously, it's the perception, isn't it?
Well, it isn't just perception, it's reality. You cannot have a society working from home. Most people need to be in the business for a whole range of reasons. Doesn't mean everybody, but for most people, it's positive for their mental health. Bupa have done a study that showed that people working from home overeat, and we've got an obesity problem in the UK. They have lack of exercise. But from a business point of view, there's a more important point, because you lose the coaching between subordinates and the person, and from their coaching from their superiors. So there's a lack of learning, a lack of motivation, a lack of interaction and excitement. And some people are just not self-starters. But there
are gains, aren't there, John, at the same time? If you've got a young family, maybe now you can do the school run. Maybe you might be a happier, healthier employee because your home life has benefited.
Well, in some cases you might be, but will the employer be getting good value? And at the end of the day, we all have to provide good value, because if we don't earn the money. If we don't earn the money, the business is in trouble, the economy's in trouble. So we all have to provide the proper value for what we're being paid. And if we don't do that, society fails. Now, your point on them being happier, yeah, that's fine. But then maybe if it's a happier life with less responsibility and being able to take the kids to school, maybe they need to earn less salary and be more of a part-time worker.
John, I don't know what your situation is now, whether you're actively running companies or not. I'm assuming you are. Did you have any problems during the pandemic with people remotely working? And when I say problems, I mean issues. Did you have, did you just see productivity tailing off? Did you think it was useful or not?
Well, I think, first of all, Eamon, I would say that I think I've got a very good balance in most things in life. It's why I've been successful. And my people have been able to work from home, and they were productive. But that's not right for everybody, and nor is it right for my office in the majority of occasions. We need that dynamic, lively environment, but we can work from home on occasions, and certainly some people could work from home all the time, So this is not a situation where nobody can ever work from home. It's a balanced viewpoint, and that should be discussed between the employer and the employee. And if the employee wishes to work from home, and a lot of people don't, but if they do and the employer can get value, then of course, why wouldn't we do it?
I would assume there's going to be a bit of a natural division. People who are really career-minded and motivated, they're going to get into the office. And for the other people, like you mentioned before, who want to prioritise spending time at home, they'll do that. The ones in the office will progress, and maybe the ones at home will struggle to do that in the same way.
Yes, but if you don't mind me saying so, Rosie, I think that's a bit of a polarised view, because, some people can work from home who are extremely competitive, extremely conscientious and really want to succeed, and working from home won't do any damage to them or the business. But, it's just not right for the majority of the population and for the majority of businesses. And Britain and businesses will suffer if the majority of people don't go back to work, but there's definitely a place for home working, without doubt.
But surely it's here to stay now, John, because we had the Governor of the Bank of England only this week saying you got to get used to it because it's not going away.
Yeah, and nor should it go away, but it's back to my point of selecting horses for courses. Certain individuals can be productive from home, and that's a positive thing, because if they can be productive from home, they're not damaging the environment with travel, and they're saving hours. Although I did think the other day, on that point, it's an interesting point, are they saving the environment? Because certainly during the winter, they'll then have the heating on at home, whereas maybe they may have put it back into fallback mode during the day, as I do. My heating is not on in the daytime when I'm at work. So, it may actually cost the environment more, ironically, but it would certainly save on travel congestion and travel pollution.